Mr. Riemer.
Thanks very much. I will be voting for the bill. I'd like to explain why. Ambulance services are a covered benefit. When you pay your health insurance, when your employer pays your health insurance, the cost of ambulance service, if there would be a bill, is a covered benefit. Medicare covers it. Medicaid covers it. Blue Cross Blue Shield covers it. Care First covers it. Kaiser Permanente covers it. United Healthcare covers it. The Government Employees Health Association covers it. So on and so forth. You are already paying, as a resident, you are already paying for the possibility that your insurer would be billed for emergency transportation. In our surrounding jurisdictions, they send the bill to the insurer. Prince George's County collects $11.5 million a year. Fairfax collects $15 million a year. The District of Columbia collects $20 million a year from insurers for emergency medical transportation. Montgomery County does not collect that money. We leave it in the bank account, the profit margin, the pocket of the insurance companies. I think it is unfair to make our taxpayers solely finance emergency medical transportation and give insurance companies a free ride. And that is what this bill is about. However, as someone who was a candidate in 2010, I witnessed firsthand the confusion about this issue that dominated the discussion. I heard regularly from residents who believe that this measure would impose a fee of $300, $500, $800 on vulnerable populations who couldn't afford it. That was the driving concern about this proposal. So when the bill came back this time, I asked if the county executive would consider an amendment to the bill that would clarify that no resident would pay out of pocket. And that amendment was included, and it was sent over. I believe that addresses the primary overriding concern that our voters have about this legislation. And with that concern addressed, I think the core issue is who is going to pay the $17 million in fire and rescue services that this fee will support? Is it going to be our residents and their property taxes and income taxes? Is it going to be our local businesses and their property taxes and energy taxes? Or is it going to be the insurance companies? Are we going to give them a pass again? I don't think we should. Now, I recognize that this issue may well go to referendum. I think that's fine. Let the voters reconsider. And I think that is fundamentally what our action allows. Should it go to referendum, the voters will reconsider. But I'm confident that if they are presented with the facts and a fair case, that they'll support it the same way that I'm supporting it today. So with that, I do have amendments for a later point in the discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Riemer.